What I'm saying is that men lie to women because they want sex. So men normally don't tell the truth to women. You're hearing it from me because I'm not trying to smash you. That's why I'm so truthful with you ladies. And it seems like maybe I'm disrespectful or maybe I'm mean or rude. But I'm not mean or rude. I'm just not trying to have sex with you.
That's a fact.
But if I wanted to be clapping cheeks, this podcast will be very fugazi. Because I'll be like, oh, word? Do like a woman's money. We love your income. We love your income.
Well, nobody ever said
independent
that.
boss women. Derek Jenks' entire message was all based off selling females word salad. It's just like Justin LeBoy. It's a whole lot of things that feel good. It feels good. It feels good. It feels good. What I'm giving you doesn't feel good. The things that is true normally doesn't feel good. Trust me. If we was trying to smash, it will all be like a Derek Jenks or a Justin LeBoy. We'll be like, yeah, true. We'll be talking about sex a whole lot. We'll be talking about like, oh, what's your favorite position? The reason why I didn't ask your favorite position, because I do not care about your favorite.
Welcome, my friends, to the RP Experience. Peace and love to my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, and turn on all notifications so you know when I have a whole new video up. Today's video is, can women handle the truth? I do think that most cannot. And I think if I did not have a lot of female associates that I crossed paths with that were kind to me in my past, I probably would be a lot different online with putting this message out. So I tried doing a balancing thing of not being too mean, but yet definitely not catering, because I feel like as women, y'all get enough catering out here, and reasons to feel entitled or have big heads. Steve Harvey, Derek Jackson, there's quite a few guys that be telling you what you want to hear and rarely tell you what you need to hear. So that's where I'm at. And hey, I realized men be fucking up too. Maybe it's not exactly equal on the amount of blame, but however, though, women are to blame as well. So anyway, I have a video clip that I'm going to share right here with Myron off of Fresh and Fit, where he makes a good argument, and the woman does to a degree, but I'll explain.
Why do women always make an argument for an exception to the rule when things work in a general sense and there's a majority?
I'm just saying that it's
this
still
is
exists.
clown world logic. Yo, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but if something is statistically insignificant, it means it's insignificant and it doesn't matter. The scenario that you're displaying doesn't exist in 2023. We don't have two-parent households to the same degree that we do, and women initiate an overwhelming amount of the divorce. So what I'm simply saying is, women are far more likely to leave a relationship than a man is. That is a fact. That's not my opinion. Just because your parents stuck together doesn't mean that others will.
And just because those parents didn't stick together doesn't mean that others won't, is what I'm trying to say.
But the
even though the numbers say otherwise.
Now, they both make great points right here, and she is right. And I'll give an example. They may say that by statistics, your chances of being rich and successful if you are starting out as poor or even middle class are minimal. So logically, you can say, why try? Why even try to do it? Because you are destined to fail. But no, most of us will still try to get that pot of gold, even though.
Years Bruh.
Okay, obviously, I might have a ghost in here. Can I finish the recording, please? As I was saying, she's right in that thing of, even though what statistics say about relationships or marriage, you can still try because you may be one of the ones that make it. And in that, she is correct. However, though, Myron says with statistics that because there are not a lot of happy marriages, or I won't even say happy marriages, marriages that stay together for the test of time or for both spouses' lifespan, then as a guy, I should rethink that and maybe not even do it at all. And he is correct. Now, the thing is, though, and women, you are not going to like to hear this. For you, it's easy for you to say this about, let's try for love and things may just work out. You know, we might not be a statistic, but for a man, I have more to lose when it doesn't work out. Yes, women lose things, but still, you get walking away money and you get the kids. And if we get a house, well, if we have a house, you get a house. Any assets that we happen to get together, 9 out of 10, if we're doing our traditional roles, I paid most of it. So I'm going to have to half in it or give you most of it. See how that works? Now, unless if the woman is the breadwinner and she makes most of the money. And eventually I'm going to do a video about Rihanna. This is why Rihanna decided not to get married, which I don't blame her. She has a lot more money than I forget rappers' names. Whoever she had a baby with. If she get married with him and they get divorced, because she's like practically a billionaire now, and the other guy has like maybe 20 or 30 million. I don't know how much that dude had, but she has a lot more than him. She'll have to pay him. So for men, when we look at marriage now, because now we know the game, we know how much of a loss that we take. Is not going to be a good statistic for us to do it, because most of us is going to end up like this.
We are currently divorced, and he's paying me child support. And lately, he's making like around an extra $5,000 a month in tips from his bartending gigs. We need to increase the child support.
Sir, is there a reason you're not supporting your children more?
I bring them clothes, from time to time.
That's called parenting.
Backpacks.
Parenting.
jackets.
Parenting.
Honestly, being a bartender, my income is not fixed. I'm always saving for the future.
Your children's future.
Well, yes.
Parenting.
He's like, yeah, I took him out Saturday, bought him a backpack, and dropped him off at mom's house right afterwards. Jeez. I mean, yeah, he should be paying a little bit more there.
Your monthly child support obligation comes out to $1,680 a month.
We are currently divorced.
Now, that right there is a hard reality to take, especially for men. Now, women may not see nothing wrong with that, but the thing is, I don't know neither one of those people. That guy could have been a good guy. He could have been trying his hardest to make his wife happy. He could have been helping to change the diapers. He could have been doing everything in his power. And just because she woke up with a new attitude one day, she can just divorce him. and then he has to pay her, and then pay her more once he makes more. And he will always have to deal with this woman because of the fact that they made a child together. Now, where did she lose here? Not really nowhere, except for the fact that maybe she just wanted more money and then she couldn't get more money. What about in her case? She could have been a good woman. She could have took care of his kids, took care of the home. He could have cheated on her, left her right, ignored her, didn't help with the kids or something like that. And then she decided to leave. Okay, fine. I understand that. But whether he was a good guy or a bad guy, that woman, whether she's good or bad, would still get that benefit right there. How is that fair? So, men, now we have to look at it logically, statistically, if it's worth to do. When men decide to have a relationship with a woman that, and this is the only way I think that a man can protect himself, is number one, probably don't get married. Now, it's possible for you to get married and then split up and be okay, but don't get kids. I think that is the backbreaker right there. That is the thing that ties you to that woman for 18 years plus, that you have to deal with her. Now, like in my case, I'm lucky that she's not always being a pain in my ass, but sometimes she is. And the thing is, though, she could be, that switch can flip any time. Me, usually when I'm dating somebody or I'm in a relationship with somebody, if it don't work out, we break up, we're done. I don't want to see you no more. That's I'm not concerned about being friends. We're done, because me interacting with you does not benefit me in any way really possible. It may benefit you. And that's how I look at it now. So I look at relationships, if I choose to do that I want to be able to have the same power as you as the woman, to be able to leave at any time when I'm not happy, and to leave with no strings attached. Because I do not trust any of you out here now with that. Because I can think back with everybody that I dated and got in a relationship, it was great in the beginning. And later, it fell off. And it could have been my fault, it could have been her fault, but it doesn't matter whose fault it is. Once we get kids and we get married, and then it breaks apart. I'm not going through that shit again. Anyway, that's it with this video. To guys out here, think carefully. Definitely choose your women more wisely. And actually choose the women that you lay down with more wisely. Because if you're doing a one night stand and then you get her pregnant, all of a sudden you have to do this stuff. Think. And before you leave, hit the like button. Give me a subscribe. Have a good day.
Your last breakup, was it your fault or theirs?
Theirs, because they were boring me.
They were boring you?
Yeah.
What made them boring?
You know when they're just like really nice all the time and they just do whatever you want?
So like a yes man?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Was he supportive?
Yeah.
And he was there for you?
Yeah.
Was he loyal?
Yeah.
Isn't that what matters?
Yeah, but I don't want to be bored in a relationship.
You don't want to be bored?
I'm not fully into it.
Dirty work. Your ego has driven you out of truth. got me gay.